right, good afternoon and welcome to 91.1 WRMU or OAC TV, whatever you're tuning in on. Thank you for tuning in. We've got some OAC men's basketball for you here between your University of Mount Union Purple Raiders and the Otterbein Cardinals. I am William Moyer, here with me, Brennan Kearns, BK. BK, we got this game about to start in about 6.5 minutes here. What are you looking for here in this men's matchup?
Well, considering Mount Union in their last two have not finished how they would like to, clearly, I think this is going to be a battle in the first half, but I'd like to see Mount Union run away with this one in the second half. They're a strong team, forcing 14 turnovers a game. Otterbein only forces 9.7, but Mount Union tends to be a very strong team, scoring off turnovers and scoring in transition. So I think that's kind of going to be the name of the game here for the Purple Raiders late. I'm not necessarily early. I think this one's going to be a battle here in the first half, but the second half, I think Mount Union will use a little bit of that pent-up energy they have from their back-to-back losses, especially the one to John Carroll. And we know Mount Union has split the series with John Carroll, beat them in University Heights, lost here in the MAC. Otterbein's last matchup against John Carroll, they lost 71-61. So a good matchup to look at there heading into this one. Otterbein also lost to Heidelberg 73-67 in overtime. So those are two pretty good base games to compare them to Mount Union with. Otterbein, always a team that plays Mount Union tough. Heidelberg's another one of those teams that always plays Mount Union tough. And obviously I don't got to say anything about John Carroll. So this is going to be a very strong matchup, I think. We're going to look to see Christian Parker stay out of foul trouble and score the breaks off as he was the other night. So this team's going to look to kind of get the revenge back here, as they really can't lose many more games, especially with that NCAA tournament appearance in the picture, and kind of have to win the OAC or get deep in the OAC to get a bid here for that NCAA tournament. So a huge game for the Purple Raiders, and I think Mike Feline is going to have these guys just ready to go, amped up, and I think we're going to see a really good game from Mount Union. I just think they might be too much this game for Otterbein to handle. It's just my prediction.
Yeah, the first meeting also between these two teams was a 71-63 Mount Union win. That was at Otterbein earlier in this season. It's been a while since these two teams played each other, though. So
a lot of differences going on. A lot of different lineups here for Mount Union as some injuries and sicknesses kind of go their way. I'm sure, I don't have that information on Otterbein, but I'm sure that kind of same thing has been running through their team, as it's a very common occurrence in these basketball programs. So, but that's where depth comes in, and I will say that's another thing Mount Union does really well is their depth. And and some key losses to their starting lineup. Their bench does a really good job of coming in. We saw Dante Collier get some big minutes against JCU. Probably will get some big minutes here tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get in again. He played really well.
Yeah, he did play really well. Shot the ball really well.
Yeah.
And,
I thought he played great defense too.
Yeah, and he hasn't been getting a lot of big minutes, and so seeing him get big minutes and take advantage of those, full to the heart, I'll tell you that. And I love Dante and how he plays this game, so it's always good to see that. And we saw Christian Parker in foul trouble, so that just goes to show you how deep this bench can really get in terms of scoring points. And we got Kaysen at the helm there as a freshman, and it goes to show you how well this team can play in deep. So certainly is the make of a good NCAA tournament team, and what this team brings to the table.
We've got starters for Otterbein: Jared Kreger, a 6'3" senior guard; Cam Evans, a 6-foot graduate guard; Julian Heckman, a 6-foot junior guard; Troy Scowden, a 6'7" junior big man; and Chase Garrido, a 6'8" sophomore forward. So a bit of size on this Otterbein team with Scowden and Garrido, a 6'7" and a 6'8" guy. For the Purple Raiders, they got, just like you just mentioned, Chance Kaysenheiser has been in the starting role for these past few games. He is a 6'1" freshman guard. Kevin Moore, a 6'5" junior. Marcus Steele, a 6'1" senior guard. Elijah Farrington, the 6'6" sophomore. And then, of course, Christian Parker, the 6'6" graduate student.
This team certainly has the size to compete with Mount Union. You talked about Troy, 6'7", 220 pounds. Chase Garrido, 6'8", 235. So I mean that's pretty comparative to Christian Parker, who's 6'6", and This team's lost a little size along the way, losing Larich, but they also have Farrington at 6'6". Larich was their 6'7" big guy, and obviously lost him early in the year. Big shame to this team, but he will be back next year. And Mount Union just looking to survive here late a little bit as that's kind of run rampant through their team. But one of the stronger teams in the OAC for sure is there's a three-way tie, I believe, going on for first place in the OAC.
It's not anymore because Heidelberg lost last week, but there is a one game difference between first and fourth. We've got John Carroll and Mount tied for first, 10-3, and then we've got Heidelberg and Muskingum tied for third right now, both 9-4. Mount Union plays next week Heidelberg in Muskingum, both of those teams, so those are going to be two huge games as well. So some big games coming up here for these Purple Raiders.
I think it all starts here tonight, and this is kind of the game to get you back on track. And no disrespect to Otterbein in the slightest, but Mount Union is absolutely. This is kind of a get-back game for Mount Union, and Mount Union being one of the stronger teams in the OAC, it's kind of Otterbein's game to look out for, because I think Mount Union's going to come out here and play angry, and I think you're going to see that from the jump. And Mike Feline doesn't go too many games straight without getting the W, I'll tell you that. It's going to be a good one here in Alliance as we are about to get the starting lineups introduced. We will not be doing the national anthem as we did that for the women's game prior to this broadcast. So we'll get right into the action here at the MAC with 30 seconds remaining before these starting lineups get rolling.
Yeah, and star players for Otterbein, Cam Evans, who averages 18, 5, and 2. He's really the main guy for this Otterbein team. Also Julian Heckman, a guy who's averaging 11, 3, and 2. So those two certainly the guys to look out for on the offensive end. Also Chase Garrido averages 9, 4, 9, and 4. So this Otterbein team certainly not a team for Mount Union to take lightly. They are in fifth in the OAC right now, 11-9 overall, 6-7 in the conference, and they are 5-4 away from their home court. Mount Union so far 13-7 on the season, 10-3 in the OAC, and 4-4 here at the Timken Gymnasium. Mount Union has lost their last two, like we mentioned, against Wilmington and John Carroll after they had won 5 straight. And Otterbein has lost 2 of their last 3, but they didn't win their last game. That was a 71-64 win against Marietta on Wednesday. Otterbein a +6 rebounding margin. That is a lot more than Mount Union, who has a -0.2 rebounding margin. So this is going to be interesting to see how Mount Union can handle this Otterbein team, who is very good at rebounding the ball. Otterbein, though, not a great team with handling the ball. They average 2 more turnovers committed than they force. So Mount Union going to want to have to take care of that, force Otterbein into some turnovers. Mount Union team who does a bit better of a job of taking care of the ball. They force 2 more turnovers than they commit per game. So we'll see what we can get out of this one between these two teams. Gonna be hopefully a good game here.
I do think that turnover margin is going to be the key to this game. Mount Union's so good at forcing turnovers, whether it's blocks, steals, the pass lanes, or just forcing bad passes in general. But the statistic I'd like to focus on is how well Mount Union scores off the turnovers. When you give this team momentum, especially out of timeouts and stuff, Mount Union does a really good job of capitalizing on points that you give up towards, second chances and on transition and off turnovers. So, big key statistic there for Otterbein is they're going to look to clean things up here tonight. Mount Union, I think one of their biggest factors is going to try to be to stay out of foul trouble. Your bigs a little bit outmatched in terms of size, so I think it's a key point to be really strong in terms of not fouling early and picking up quick ones to the point where your bigs got to sit on the bench, because I think that's how you let this team like Otterbein stay in here with their size and getting quick, easy, high look percentages, because your bigs are sitting on the bench because they're in foul trouble. So foul trouble, points off turnovers, maintaining turnovers, I think going to be a big key in this one.
I also think it's going to be key for the Purple Raiders to get a second leading scorer in this one. Obviously, Christian Parker, we saw it against John Carroll. He had his 20 points, but the Purple Raiders kind of struggled a bit to get a second guy that was able to really put up a 15, 20-point game. Kevin Moore had a decent game. He had around 10. Marcus Steele had a decent game. Elijah Farrington had a decent game. Case Nezer had a decent game. But I would love to see the Purple Raiders get a second guy who can put up 15, 20 in this one. And I think that would really help push the Raiders to a win here, as Otterbein wearing their red uniforms, wins the tip here to start off this first half. Mountain Union in these nice light gray uniforms with the purple numbers and stripes. So Otterbein starting off with possession. Scouting in the post, trying to work on Farrington, backing him down, putting up the right-handed hook shot and gets that one to fall. Nice touch there from Scouting to get the scoring going for Otterbein. Elijah Farrington with it for the Purple Raiders. Good tight defense here from Otterbein. Now Parker hands it off to Moore. Moore gonna rise up for a three and knock that one down. Nothing but net from Kevin Moore. He has been on fire these last few games from beyond the arc.
They can just elevate over anybody and just hit it, and great screen there by Christian Parker to get the triple.
Yeah. Just gave Kevin Moore just enough room there for him to knock down that three. Is there a foul on the defensive end on, I believe, Elijah Farrington? Not on the shot, though. Going to be on the floor, so Otterbein going to inbound it underneath the basket. Ball inbounded by Heckman. Evans with it. Evans, the 18-point per game scorer for Otterbein. Evans gets it back. Gets doubled here by Kevin Moore and Christian Parker. Parker gets back to his man. Now it's Heckman driving. Loses the ball and just going to roll out of play. Going to be Purple Raider basketball.
Got great defensive possession there.
Yeah.
Especially after the blocking foul there. It was a tough call against Farrington early, but Mount Union forcing a turnover early.
3-2 Purple Raiders here. 18:30 to go in the first half. Farrington hands it off to Marcus Steele. Steele back to Farrington. Farrington inside, going up and can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Garrido. Heckman bringing it up court for Otterbein. Now the ball with Kreger now. Scouting. Looking for a pass, gets it off. Back to Kreger. Good ball movement here from Otterbein. And an easy two there from Scouting. Nice ball movement from Otterbein. Farrington got caught out in the perimeter on the screen, and then two big men on the inside for Otterbein. Just Christian Parker in there, and nice passing. Makes it 4-3 Otterbein. Kevin Moore driving. A little floater, can't get that one to fall, just short off the rim. Evans bringing it up for the Cardinals. Evans gets a screen from Scouting. Three from Garrido here, and he knocks that one down. 7-3 Otterbein. Nice shot from Garrido.
Strong start here for Otterbein, rolling here very quickly.
Otterbein bench getting into it. Christian Parker going to take a three, get one back, and he knocks it down. 7-6 now. Purple Raiders only trailing by one. 17 minutes to go here in this first half. Heckman bringing it up court. Garrido going to take another three and knock it down again. 2 for 2 from three is Garrido so far, back to back for him. He's got 8 points in total. Kazenheiser over to Kevin Moore. Now Farrington in the post. Scouting on him, facing him up. Back into the post. Kevin Moore going to take a three, and that one won't drop. Heckman defended by Kazenheiser. Gets by him, and then Heckman getting the two. Heckman with a nice move on the perimeter and then driving and going up over Kevin Moore. 12-6, Otterbein with an early lead. Marcus Steele trying to get some space here. Nice defense from Kreger. Now finds Farrington inside. Farrington pumps and goes up, and he is fouled. That's going to be 2 free throws for Elijah Farrington.
I thought he got away with the shuffle of his shoes on that one before the foul happened, but
could be luckily, right there. I don't know.
Luckily for Farrington, he got the foul before the travel, and he'll go to the line for 2. Both teams settling from outside 5 threes already taken in this game. However, 2 of 2 for Otterbein and 2 of 3 for Mount Union. So strong start from beyond the arc here as Farrington hits his first one. And we are...
Nice to see from Farrington.
Absolutely. We're going to be in for a very good first half. Obviously, too early to tell of anything, but the way that these two teams are playing, already physical, already a battle offensively. Haven't seen much inside, and I think it's going to be a battle of a first half.
Farrington knocks down both free throws. Jarrett Taylor going to come in for him. Also, Otterbein had a substitution there. Jarius Jones coming in for Troy Scoutin. Excuse me. Going to have Krager as the inbounder here. Gets it into Jones. Jones gets double teamed here. Passes it back to Krager, and then Krager gets it cross court to Garrido. Now the ball with Heckman. Back to Jones. Evans driving, spinning, going up, and that one won't fall. Loose ball. Kaisenheiser brings it in. Ball almost out of bounds, but Kaisenheiser somehow keeping that one in. Kaisenheiser driving and getting the two. Beautiful move by Kaisenheiser, using his speed going coast to coast.
He finishes so strong for not a small stature, but amongst the guys on the floor. And
only a freshman as well.
He really finishes at the bucket well for a point guard.
Beautiful touch there by the freshman. 15 to go here in this first half. Krager inside gets the 2 to go. Makes it 14-10, Otterbein. Marcus Steele slowing things down now, bringing it up past half court. Kevin Moore gets the ball. Getting a screen from Parker. Moore back to Steele. Now inside for Parker, defended by Garrido. Parker putting the ball on the floor, going up with the right hand hook, can't get that one to drop. Jones, a little awkward there, had to kick it back out. Jones gets it back, he's defended by Moore. Evans, defended by Steele. Inside for Garrido. Parker. Nice defense there by Parker, forced Garrido into a tough shot. Couldn't make it fall. 14-15 to go in the first half. Kaisenheiser with the screen there, and there's going to be moving screen called there on Jarrett Taylor. Going to be Otterbein basketball.
You got to be careful with that. I think, personally, I do think Mount Union's already gotten away with a few of those at the top of the key. I was just kind of waiting on it to get called, and it does there, so need to clean up the screen X.
Another substitution as well for Otterbein. Alex Hanna checking into the game for Garrido. So both of those big men out now for Otterbein. Hanna still, though, a 6'6" senior. Hanna going to rise up for a 3 short, gets his own rebound. Heckman getting a screen from Hanna. Hanna with a nice pass to Jones with the backdoor cut, who gets the reverse layup to go. 16-10 Otterbein. Marcus Steele. Now Kevin Moore, a bit of a zone here from this Otterbein team. Kaisenheiser open in the corner, pump fakes, drives. And they're going to say Kaisenheiser stepped out of bounds there on the sideline, so it'll be Otterbein ball. And we are going to have a media timeout here. And as we have this media timeout, I'd like to remind everybody this first half is brought to you by Nest on State, located in the Giant Eagle Plaza at 1816 West State Street in Alliance, Ohio. Nest on State offers unique gifts, stylish home decor, and cards. We thank Nest on State for their continued support of 91.1 WRMU. BK, what did you think of those first 6.5 minutes as the Purple Raiders trail 16-10?
I just didn't think it was a strong defensive start for the Purple Raiders. Playing well, playing hard, just not a lot of physicality going on underneath, and I also haven't seen much of that coming back to the offensive end either. I think the one shot we've seen inside from Kaisenheiser and maybe another Elijah Farrington layup, but just not a lot of attack inside with a group who has a very strong inside presence. And this is kind of the third, maybe fourth game in a row we've kind of come out as Mount Union, kind of come out firing from deep, a lot of triples early. So Mount Union, of their first 7 shots, 3 of those have been from deep. So I think it's a good start. Otterbein 7 of 10 shooting the ball at 70% and 2 of 3 from the three-point line. So just a really quick start for Otterbein. I just think Mount Union needs to turn up the defensive intensity a little bit, start forcing some turnovers, start getting some easy buckets inside, and everything else will take care of itself.
So here we go, coming out of the timeout, 13:23 to go in this first half. Otterbein leads it 16-10. Going to be Cam Evans to inbound here. Evans, their leading scorer, still looking for his first point. Inbounds it to Hannah. It's going to be Jones bringing it up past half. He's going to be defended by Jarrett Taylor, the freshman. Back to Jones now. Jones driving, has a wide open lane in front of him and gets the easy two.
That's just a tough bucket right there, and great defense inside, and he finds the right angle on the square.
Marcus Steele. Now Kevin Moore. Again, the zone coming from Otterbein. Jarrett Taylor with it at the elbow. Takes a step in, puts the floater up, and gets it to go. Nice bucket there from the freshman.
Yeah, you got to have a really strong bunny game against the zone, especially the high-powered ones with the big guys underneath.
Yeah, taking those shots that from 5-6 feet out that are a little bit uncomfortable, but Jarrett Taylor knocking that one down. Heckman over to Hannah. Hannah going to rise up, take another three, and that one drops for him. Nothing but net. 21-12 Otterbein.
Yeah, just a miscommunication there off the screen between Steele, looked like Christian Parker.
Marcus Steele, back to Kevin Moore. Steele thought about the long three, passes it back to Moore. Back to Steele. Steele inside for Parker, nice lob, and Parker putting the easy two home, 14-21.
I don't know if that was designed or not, but that was beautiful. Just missing the throwdown, but great way to finish it too.
Yeah, I mean, if Parker's right there in the dunker spot wide open, why not lob it to him? He's going to tap that home every time. Jones working, driving, getting the foul call there. Going to be 2 free throws for him. A couple substitutions for the Purple Raiders. Going to have McCartney and Talbert coming in. They're going to come in after this free throw. Looks like they'll be coming in for Marcus Steele and let's see who else. Also going to have Dante Collier checking into the game here early. 11:38 to go in the first half. Like seeing that one.
Yeah, they'll probably just leave Parker and Moore in.
I would think so. So Jones taking the first free throws of the game here for Otterbein. Misses that first one short.
We'll say a quiet Saturday here at the MAC for this Purple Raiders basketball game.
Got Talbert, McCartney, and Collier back in for the Purple Raiders, as well as Kevin Moore and Christian Parker staying in. Scouting back in for Otterbein. Jones knocks down the second free throw, makes it 22-14. Otterbein leading. McCartney brings it past half. Over to Talbot. Otterbein this time in some man defense. Parker hands it off to McCartney. Back to Parker. Parker going to rise up for a three. That one is short and going to be Otterbein basketball.
A slow, stagnant start here for the Purple Raiders. Just not a lot of high percentage efficient looks. Strong defense by Otterbein. Got to give them credit.
And nice job, Purple Raiders. That press not allowing Otterbein to inbound it. They're going to have to call a timeout here. And we will have a timeout with 11:12 to go here in the first half. Otterbein up 8.
And not a lot you can do right now. Tough defense by Mount Union. Just better offense here for Otterbein. Out at 12 to start this one at 75% and 75% from 3 and the field. So, just tough if you're Mount Union. You're playing a lot of great defense, just not capitalizing on the back end on offense. They do have 12 points in the paint of their 22, so definitely something to look at here if you're Mount Union in terms of changing your defensive strategy. Scoring a lot underneath from 3, 4, 5, 8 feet, so needs that to change, but they're also shooting the ball really well from beyond the arc. Had some miscommunications off the screens. I really like what they're doing. Mount Union going over every single screen and hedging it, making the ball handler give it up, and that's probably in part to defend Evans, who's their strongest scorer from beyond the arc.
Jones now gets the inbound for Otterbein. This time they're able to break the Mount Union press. Christian Parker switches onto Jones here. Looks like they're going to be switching screens now. Parker defending Scowden. Jones kicks it to the corner, and looks like Krager was out of bounds as he caught the ball, so that's going to be Purple Raider basketball.
Good defensive possession on that. Just need to turn this one around, turn it into points. It's down 8 here.
Talbot going to bring it up for the Purple Raiders. Off to Collier. Collier hands it off for McCartney. Back to Collier. Collier going to take a 3, and that one won't go. Rebounded by Jones. Gamble. Defended by Collier. Gets it into the post for Scowden. Scowden defended by Parker. Scowden hands it off. Gamble with the 2. That one won't go. That would have been a tough shot to make there. Collier thought about the 3, didn't want it. Gets it to Parker in the post. Parker putting the ball on the floor. Kicks it back out to Collier. Collier fakes a 3. Drives. Baseline 2. That won't go. Rebounded by Jones. Jones bounce pass. Krager gets the 2. 10-point Otterbein lead. Shots just not falling right now for the Purple Raiders.
5 of 12.
Talbot over to Moore. Moore for the 3. Knocks that one down. Just when they needed a bucket. Kevin Moore.
Had to have that one. Down 10, 9 minutes left in this first half, and losing momentum, and got it right back.
24-17 now. 9:30 to go in the first half. Gamble gets a screen from Hanna. Now gets another screen. Christian Parker pokes that one into the crowd. It's going to stay Otterbein basketball, as they'll have Garrido checking into the game for Otterbein, as well as Reese Huber. Jones passes it in to Gamble for Otterbein. Garrido hands it off for Gamble. Gamble, mid-range jumper from the elbow, won't go. Rebounded by Talbot, and he's fouled as he brought the rebound in. So it's going to be still Purple Raider basketball, the second foul of the half on Otterbein. Otterbein's going to have Cam Evans checking back into the game for Gamble. Talbot going to bring it up the court for the Purple Raiders. Gets a screen from Collier. Fakes the 3, passes it over to McCartney. McCartney driving. Got caught there, tried to kick it out, got it stolen. Now Jones tried to lead the break. Puts that one up and blocked by Kevin Moore off the backboard. What a play. Back with the Purple Raiders now. Collier wide open, going to take a 3 and knock that one down. 4-point game now. Great shot from Dante Collier for his first points of the game.
He's got so much poise on offense. He goes up so calm with his jump shot, and just valuable minutes that Dante Collier can provide off the bench.
Ball now inside. Scowden trying to work on Collier and gets that hook shot.
What a tough bucket. I mean, you couldn't ask for better defense for Collier. And
pushing him out of the lane. Scowden had to put up a tough hook shot and somehow able to get that one to fall. Talbot over to Moore. Back now to Farrington, who's just checked into the game. Farrington spinning again, going with the line and getting the 2. Beautiful move there from Farrington.
That's one way. They call that dream shake, little shoulders in there. And
spin cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great move. Way to keep his feet, fancy footwork, and Elijah Farrington. Critical bucket.
Purple Raiders have hit each of their last 3 shots. Now trying to get a stop on the defensive end. Cam Evans to Scowden. Scowden has to pass that over to Garrido. Garrido now defended by Farrington. Garrido trying to back down Farrington. Garrido still And they're going to call a 3-second violation there on Garrido. Most definitely, probably a little bit more than 3 seconds.
I was about to say, you would have thought the rule was 5.
But referees make the call. Gave him a little leeway, and he still couldn't do anything with the ball after 3 seconds in the key. So Purple Raider basketball, 7:22 to go here in the first half, 26-22.
Another great defensive possession there from Collier and Elijah Farrington.
Steele getting a screen. Passes it over to Talbert. Pass gets tipped, but Talbert's going to keep it. Talbert fakes the 3, tried to pass it inside to Farrington. Gets it tipped from Evans. Evans now driving. Euro step, and he is fouled as he went up with that one. So going to be 2 free throws for Cam Evans as he's trying to get his first points of the game.
Looks like we'll be going to a timeout here shortly, and it's been a battle in this first half. Otterbein looking like they were going to run away with this one in the first half. Mount Union responds. Kevin Moore, a huge 3. Dante Collier follows with another, and it is all of a sudden a 4-point game.
Yeah.
Otterbein, largest lead of the night, is quickly broken down by Mount Union. I believe the lead was 10.
Yeah, they were up 10, yeah.
So, big change here for Mount Union. This is what they do well, you know, especially at home. They're really strong at not allowing games to get away from them, even when they don't have hot starts. And they did not have a they did not have a hot start here tonight at all. But turning it back around, like I said, I think this is going to be a really close first half, but I think this is Mount Union's game to win. And we talked earlier in the girls' game about must-win games, and this is a must-win game for Mount Union, especially in terms of the following last 2 contests. So see what Mike Phelan has out of the timeout here, following the free throw, how they're planning to move in transition or what play they have dialed up to come back on the offensive end.
Yeah, and before we get back into play, I'd like to remind everybody this first half is brought to you by Nest on State, located in the Giant Eagle Plaza at 1816 West State Street in Alliance. Nest on State offers unique gifts, stylish home decor, and cards. We thank Nest on State for their support of 91.1 WRMU. Going to be a big 7 minutes here to close out this first half. We'll see if the Purple Raiders can keep calling into this Otterbein lead, maybe even take the lead back before we get into halftime, or if Otterbein can keep playing good basketball here and keep this lead that they've got. Evans misses the first free throw. He's an 82% free throw shooter on the year, but misses the first.
Yeah, uncharacteristic of him from the charity stripe.
And knocks down the second. So it's a 5-point Otterbein lead now. Marcus Steele going to bring it up court for the Purple Raiders. Talbert now with it, over to Farrington. Farrington, spin, going up with the right hand, and can't get that one to fall. Looks like he wanted a foul there, not going to get it. Double teaming Cam Evans. He's able to get the pass off to Heckman. Now it's in the corner. Evans driving, rising up. Can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Farrington. Nice defensive work there by the Purple Raiders.
Yeah, great rotations to help each other out.
Marcus Steele kicks it out to Talbert. Talbert driving, putting that one up, and nice shot there from Jamar. Talbert makes it a 3-point game.
I mean, that takes so much talent to be able to take that, absorb that contact, and the way he went up so clean with the jump shot.
Stop on a dime.
Absolutely, that is pure athleticism.
Heckman passes it off to Evans, and looks like they're going to call an offensive foul there. Looks like Evans pushed off. And they're going to call it on Garrido. Moving screen, maybe. It's going to be Purple Raider basketball nonetheless.
And that's what's kind of tough, the way this Mount Union defense is playing right now, the way that they're handling screens to kind of contain these big scorers on Otterbein. You know, you're going to have a lot of late rotations to guys. You might get some quick fouls, and so lucky to catch a break there.
Marcus Steele bringing it up the floor. Got Heckman defending him. Now gets it to Elijah Farrington. Back out to Steele. Steele going to rise up for a 3 and knock that one down. This game is tied back up at 27. Just like that.
He was quiet in their last contest, looking to have a big game here out of Marcus Steele.
Evans driving, defended tightly by Kevin Moore. Evans trying to back down Kevin Moore, and Evans dribbled that one off his foot. Going to be Purple Raider basketball.
You know, if he didn't lose that, though, I thought he set that up really well because I thought with everything in me that he was going to go to a back shoulder left-handed layup, fakes him with the little dream and tries to go right just off his foot. Right idea, just wrong execution.
Talbert, a bucket here would give the Purple Raiders the lead. Collier. Kevin Moore going to take a three. That won't fall. Rebounded by Jones. Pushing it up floor for the Cardinals. Back to Hannah. Over to Heckman. Hannah going to take a three and knock that one down. His second three of the game. Gives Otterbein back a 3-point lead.
That's a tough shot. You just got to tip the cap to him.
Especially from a big man, 6'6", is Hannah. Talbert. Collier. Can't get that one to fall in and out. Nice look, though, from Collier.
I love that shot from him.
Otterbein now going to take their time on this offensive possession. 4:10 to go in the first half. Otterbein up 30-27. Evans. Bounce with Jones. Up top for Hannah. Back with Jones. Shot clock winding down. Just 5 on the shot clock. Jones rises up, takes a three, and that one won't even touch the rim. Going to be Purple Raider basketball.
Kaysenheiser will come back into this one, taking Dante Collier out. I thought Dante had some great minutes in that one. Only shot 1 for 4, but his presence on offense was certainly felt by the defense, and those are going to be dropping once he checks back in for the second half.
Yeah, getting good looks, just unfortunately couldn't find the bottom of the net on a few of them. 3:45 to go now in this first half. Talbert fakes a three into the corner. Kaysenheiser for three. Knocks that one down. Ties this one up. Back at 30. Love that shot from Kaysenheiser. Great confidence from the freshman. Hannah hands it off to Heckman. Into the corner for three. Krager can't get that one to fall. Loose ball brought in by Kevin Moore. 3:15 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders can take the lead here. Kevin Moore back to Steele. Steele looking for the right pass. Steele going to drive. Pass it off to Elijah Farrington, and Farrington can't get that one to drop. Heckman passes it off to Hannah. Back with Heckman, defended by Kevin Moore. Hannah going to take another three, and that one won't go. That was from about exactly the same spot as the other one, and that one almost fell for him.
Yeah, that's unlucky for him. That thing literally was halfway down the bucket.
Right on line. Marcus Steele. Talbert got to his spot that he wanted. Pivoted, passed it back out to Kevin Moore. Now it's with Steele. 9 on the shot clock. Steele over to Farrington. Farrington won! Just what the Purple Raiders needed, giving him the lead. And he could make it a 3-point Purple Raider lead here.
Yeah, you can tell a little bit more patience on that one from Farrington. The very last possession, he caught that same pass and went immediately up. This one gave it a little pump fake and was able to find the corner on that and get it to the end one. Now he's got the foul and the bucket versus last time just missed it and going back the other way. So great feed there from Steele, way to penetrate. And then great hands there by Elijah Farrington. Those passes in the lane come so fast and really quickly. It takes a lot of poise to catch them in a good spot to be able to go up.
And Farrington knocks down the free throw as well. So a 3-point Purple Raider lead. Their biggest of the game. After being down 10 to Otterbein just 8 minutes ago. Jones with it. Pass it off to Scowden. Back with Jones. Jones rising up in the mid-range and getting that one to fall. Tough bucket there from Jones. Makes this a 1-point game. 1:55 to go in the first half. Christian Parker back in the game for the Purple Raiders. See if they can get him the ball here. Farrington. Nice cut from Moore. Moore tried the reverse layup, couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Heckman. Heckman pushing the floor. Now we're going to slow it down, bring it back out. Never mind, passes it off to Jones. and Skowden can't get the 2 to fall. Kazenizer up to Moore. Back out to Kazenizer.
Split it.
Back to Parker. Parker thought about the 3, fakes it, drives, and gets the 2 on Garrido.
So strong, Christian Parker is. Not the only player on this team, I think, that's finishing that.
Yeah, just got to the spot he wanted to, able to move his arms, kind of move Garrido out of the way and get the 2. What a move there.
Honestly, can't believe that didn't finish with the free throw after, but either way, strong finish.
Under a minute to go now in this first half. Purple Raiders up 3. Going to be a foul here on the Purple Raiders. Going to be on Elijah Farrington. It's going to be his second. Team 5th. 50.9 to go here in the first half. Collier going to check in for Farrington to close out this first half. Jones inbounds it to Krager. Up top for Skowden. Heckman. Skowden. Trying to back down Collier in the post. Skowden. Right-handed hook. Doesn't even touch the rim. Parker pushing it. Over to Kevin Moore. Moore taking it all the way out for a corner 3 and knocks it down. 6-point Purple Raider lead. Shot clock turned off.
Hesitation, step back, transition 3. I think Kevin...
He's feeling himself.
I think he is the only person with that green light on this team. What a bury.
Took 2 steps out there, knocking down the corner 3. What a shot. Now 10 seconds to go in this first half. Otterbein. Jones gets it taken away from Dante Collier. Collier gonna put up a shot as the half goes, and that is gonna be it. I have no idea how that's not a foul. Referees are going to review it.
They're reviewing.
I thought Collier got hugged as he went up with that one.
One called the foul and one didn't, because he's saying the one ref said the foul happened after the time was out. The other ref called the foul in regulation. There's no way this isn't a foul in regulation.
Collier got the shot up before the clock expired.
I agree. Shot was up. How is the foul not up? There's not a chance. He called the shot good, going off his hand, and Dante Collier should be at the line for 2 here, and I think that's the verdict. It's not the verdict?
I think they're going to review it.
All right.
Going to go to the monitor here, review this one. Currently 0 seconds on the clock as this first half is about over, but 38-32 Purple Raiders. We could have 2 Dante Collier free throws to close it out. I would love it if there's 2 Dante Collier free throws, but
could have.
We will see. We will see.
Very. If this goes the other way, what the call is on the floor,
that'd be very surprising.
The most controversial call of the game here so far. I mean, shot went off, but buzzer had not gone off yet. The foul was called. One ref blew his whistle, and the other called the half. So,
but either way, a great last few minutes here for the Purple Raiders. After they were down 10 with 10 minutes to go in this first half, able to claw their way back, and now they've got a 6-point lead. Potentially even more than that as we are about to go into halftime.
Yeah, I think it was just a really rough start for Mount Union, kind of figuring out how they wanted to defend this team, and then once they figured it out, I think it was pretty simple from there. Stop the bigs, force them to shoot outside jumpers, and eventually they're going to start missing. They started 3 of 3 from the 3-point line, are now 4 of 8. That's kind of a big mishap. And if you can really play solid defense the way Mount Union does night in and night out, eventually, if a team's having a great night, but most nights, you're forcing really tough buckets, and sometimes those fall in the first half. You got fresh legs, but once that second half hits, you've already been playing 30 minutes, and some of those tougher shots become a lot harder to come by. So, as we're still looking for a verdict here, unsure if they've motioned anything. I mean, both teams are still on the floor. Refs have the ball.
Haven't sent them to halftime yet.
I think Collier's going to be shooting free throws. I really do.
I think he should.
unless
I'm a little biased, but I think he should.
Unless they called a foul on the floor and Mount Union will be inbounding, I think
that's exactly what it is.
Is one of the
with 0.3 seconds on the clock.
You're telling me with 0.3 that he wasn't going up to shoot that?
Oh man.
You're telling me with 0.3 seconds left he wasn't shooting the ball? I'm not even like this
That's
isn't
what they're telling you,
this isn't
BK.
a
That's what they're
referee
telling
thing
you.
at this point. This is a logic thing. 0.3 seconds left, and you clearly see you can tell you reviewed it. He got the shot off.
Yeah.
I'm so confused how that's the call.
Yep, we'll see here. Case and Eyes are going to inbound it for the Purple Raiders. Trying to find Kevin Moore, and that is going to be it for the half. 38-32 Purple Raider lead as we go into halftime.
I need an explanation for what just happened.
Well, BK, besides that last play there, what did you think? I mean, you kind of talked about it a little bit, but that first half, a great response from the Purple Raiders after going down 10 early. Big game so far from Kevin Moore, who's got 9 points. He's 3 of 5 from deep. Christian Parker also with 7. Just, I think, a really good team performance so far. Farrington also with 7.
Yeah, I think it speaks to this team's resilience. You know, we've seen them go down on several occasions and come back for the win and even keep games close. So Mount Union does a really good job of when they need to of taking efficient shots and hitting those efficient shots. We saw how clutch Kevin Moore had to be down 10, hits that 3 when they were down 24-14, and then right after followed Dante Collier, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game, 3-point game. This is kind of what speaks to this team. And then on the back end, the guys that came off the bench came in with some velocity. I mean, there was so much tenacity on defense with Talbert. McCartney came in. Even Taylor, when he came in for the short before he picked up 2 fouls, he was playing great defense. So just an all-around resilient half from the Purple Raiders, and I think they've got this one handled for the second half.
Mount Union also, Cam Evans with 1 point so far in this one. He averages 18 a game, and they have almost completely shut him down. Purple Raiders doing a really good job on that front. And, yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half of this one. Welcome back to the Timken Gymnasium here in Alliance, Ohio. You're listening to 91.1 WRMU, or you're watching OIC TV. Thank you for tuning in either way. About to have the second half of this OAC men's basketball matchup underway here between your Mountain Union Purple Raiders and the Otterbein Cardinals. About 2 minutes away from this second half getting underway. I'm William Moyer, here with me Brennan Kearns. DK, Mountain Union got out to a 6-point lead at the end of that first half. They were down 10 though early in the first half. What did you think of that first half by the Purple Raiders?
You know, I thought it was a slow, shaky start, which I think most would agree with on that accord. But
yep.
You know, we talked about the resilience of this team right before the half, and they certainly showed it there. And I don't think that's going to stop here. I thought Mount Union this was going to be a game they were going to handle in the second half. I knew it was going to be a good first half. Otterbein is a heck of a team in the OAC, and they're showing it here tonight. They got size, they got strength, they can shoot the ball well. But I just think this is Mount Union's game to win, and I just don't see any way that the gas pedal gets let up. I think Mount Union's going to come out in this half and just burn them. I really do. I think Mike Feline's going to catch a fire. I think one of the keys for them is to control the offensive glass and keep sharing the ball. I don't think anybody's going to necessarily do it by themselves tonight. I think a lot of what's going on tonight is good passing and giving up the rock. The team together has 8 assists in that first half, and I think that's going to continue. Marcus Steele has 5 of those.
Wow.
And I think some of that is just, you know, off pure penetration kick and finding Kevin Moore, finding Elijah Farrington underneath, and I think that's going to continue to be a really big key factor here going into the rest of the second half. Defense obviously huge, but Otterbein's going to look to attack downhill, keep fighting in the paint, force Mountain Union to be aggressive and get into foul troubles. But if Otterbein wants a chance in the second half, they're going to have to conserve the turnovers. Mountain Union a really strong team off scoring and producing turnovers, and really strong of that in the second half of games tends to get a little bit more physical. So I think we're in for a good one here in the second half, but overall I think Mountain Union will come out on top.
Yeah, Mountain Union really a balanced attack in that first half. Kaisenheiser with 5, Kevin Moore with 9, and then Farrington and Parker both with 7. Mountain Union shot it excellent from deep in that first half, 64%, 7 of 11. Also 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and overall shot 54%, which is 7 percentage points higher than their average. Shooting higher than their average on every single statistical percentage. So just a good first half for the Purple Raiders after they got out to a bit of a slow start, but in those last 7-10 minutes playing really good basketball, kind of figured this Otterbein team out.
Yeah, taking care of the basketball as well. Only 4 turnovers in that half. So
Otterbein coming out trying to press the Purple Raiders. Marcus Steele getting it up, passing it to Farrington. Farrington can't get it to go, gets his own offensive rebound, and it's going to be Otterbein basketball. Farrington fighting there down low, able to put it back up twice, but couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, good look from Farrington there after the second offensive rebound, though. I think he should have looked out. Some of his teammates had some open, but a lot of fight there on that possession.
Heckman going to bring it up court for Otterbein. The guard duo from Otterbein, Heckman and Evans, have combined for only 3 points in that first half. Both those guys average more than 10 points a game. Mountain Union doing a really good job of slowing them down. Heckman going to rise up for a 3 there. Can't get that one to fall. Good tight defense there from Marcus Steele. Now Kaisenheiser is going to bring it up for the Purple Raiders. Kaisenheiser handing it off to Steele. Now over to Kevin Moore. He's defended by Evans. Kevin Moore up top for Kaisenheiser. Now inside, Christian Parker. Right hand shot, gets that one to go. That's just too easy for Christian Parker. His touch is just too good.
He did make that look so effortless. Like nobody.
That's such a tough shot.
It
From
is.
like 5 or 6 feet out, that's such an awkward shot.
So much practice.
He just makes it so easy. Parker up to 9 points. It's an 8-point Purple Raider lead. Scouting trying to back down Farrington. Puts the shot up but can't get it to fall.
Big push here for Mount Union. This is where they need to apply the gas pedal.
Kaisenheiser for 3.
And there it is!
One down. What a shot from Kaisenheiser. 11-point Purple Raider lead, their biggest of the game. And that's going to be an Otterbein timeout. 11-point Purple Raider lead. What a start to this second half.
And we talked talked about, putting the gas pedal to the floor, and Kaisenheiser certainly puts that one down to the floor. Big triple there, sends them up 11, and this is not the flip of the script if you are Otterbein. A struggle here early in the second half, kind of how Mount Union struggled in the first. Quick buckets here for Mount Union, 5 points to start this half. Otterbein going to look to get a bucket here out of this timeout on the back end.
Kaisenheiser with that three, up to 8 points now. 3 of 3 from the field, knocked down both of the three-pointers that he's taken. Really just an excellent performance from him so far.
Absolutely, and sometimes with freshmen it's hit or miss. Sometimes they're playing great and getting the great shots, and they're just not falling for him. And tonight is the opposite. Kaisenheiser finding his way early, 3 of 3, 2 of 2 from the three-point line. And I will say I thought he's looked a little bit more conservative in the way that he is playing ball. He's still aggressive, fast, playing with strength, but he's not out of control as sometimes we've seen in the past from him. He's really looking poised and calm and collected there at the point guard spot, which can be a really frustrating thing to be. You're getting pressed all game, high ball pressure, so it's a tough thing to do, especially as a young guy in the collegiate basketball realm. He's doing a really good job here tonight, and he's got the guys around to help him do that. Marcus Steele and a lot of the veterans that play alongside him, so certainly a help to him.
About to be back in play now. Going to be Otterbein basketball coming out of this timeout. Otterbein's going to try to get back into this game. Mount Union now with the biggest lead by either team of 11 points. Hot start to the second half of the Purple Raiders. Let's see if Otterbein can make their way back into it. Scouting over to Evans. Still not past midcourt, and going to be a foul called there on Kevin Moore as he poked that one away.
Oh, wow. That felt like almost a bailout foul to me, but Otterbein going to get the ball, the reset shot clock here, try to get it past half court. Great press there by Mount Union. Phenomenal defense to take away the passing lanes.
Evans passes it in quickly to Krager. Now it's going to be Heckman bringing it up past half. He's going to be defended by Steele. Now Evans with it. Gets it in the post to Garrido. Evans. Garrido fakes the three. Drives. Trying to spin here at the free throw line. Got Parker on him. Garrido has to kick it out to Heckman. And great ball movement there from Otterbein.
Phenomenal team basketball there. Quick passes. And you thought Mount Union was in a zone, how fast that ball was moving.
Yeah, Kaisenheiser tried to double. Couldn't get it, and just great job there by Otterbein. Back down to 9. Kaisenheiser over to Moore, back into the corner. Marcus Steele, a deep three, can't get that one to drop. Loose ball brought in by Garrido. Evans. Driving, bounce pass over to a wide open Scoutin who puts that one through for 2. Nice job by Cam Evans on that pass. Marcus Steele over to Kevin Moore. Back to Steele. Steele driving, kicks it over to Kevin Moore. Moore going to take a three, and that one won't fall. Rebounded by Otterbein. Purple Raiders up 43-36. 16:30 to go. Evans trying to get some space to put up a shot here and able to get it there. Puts the layup in over Kevin Moore.
Stopped on a dime to get that bucket. Elite footwork.
And we are back down to a 5-point game. A 6-0 run by Otterbein in the last minute and a half. Kevin Moore in the corner. Back up for Marcus Steele. Kevin Moore cuts, gets the pass, can't get that reverse layup to fall. Rebounded by Garrido. Heckman up court, nice find. Gets it to Scoutin. 3-point game and a timeout by Coach Feuline. What a swing here. Back down to a 3-point game after the Purple Raiders had it up 11.
Yeah, I mean, that's 4 straight layups for Otterbein, and 3 of them uncontested. You had both by the big, and then just on that last one, Evans getting a nice stop and chop, and then just on the fast break there, and that's not something you can do for Mount Union. Normally something you do way better at fast break transition defense, so just a lapse in judgment there on that stretch, but Mount Union still getting good looks to the rim. Great pass there to Kevin Moore coming down the baseline, just missed the reverse, and you know they're getting good looks. But one thing that they're not looking to is the opposite short corner. Every time that ball is caught on the opposite wing, you know, you have Elijah Farrington on the backside block who fades a little to that short corner. Well, the guy on top of the wing on the backside is helping up Christian Parker in the center, and you have that outlet pass. What just needs to happen is you can't telegraph it. So what I mean is you can't look to the opposite block before you throw it, because all the zone is catered on is where that ball is moving. So pump fakes move a zone like crazy. You'll see a shift. So a quick fake corner, fake back top of the key throw. I mean, that's a dunk every time for Elijah Farrington. It's been open on both back-to-back possessions. I'm sure it's what Mike Feline is telling his guys. Hey, this is how we're going to break down this zone. So if you're watching intently on how this zone's moving, you're ready for a backside dunk by Farrington here. When Mount Union breaks down this zone, if they stay in zone, of course, you know, they've been playing man really well, but Mount Union also executed that zone really well in the first half and got them out of it, and it's kind of what gave them their lead. Otterbein back to it. We'll see if Mount Union can find, maybe Christian Parker is going to flip with Elijah here on that short corner.
15:40 to go here in the second half. 3-point Purple Raider lead. Marcus Steele getting a screen from Farrington. Passes it off to Farrington. Into the post for Parker now. Kicks it out quickly to Kevin Moore. Back up top for Steele. Talbert now. Talbert going to rise up for a 3. Can't get that one to fall. All being tipped around, brought in by Heckman. Nice stop by Otterbein. Heckman wide open there for the mid-range. Can't get it to fall, though. Rebounded by Parker. Marcus Steele bringing it up court. Steele over to Moore. Back to Steele. In the corner, Christian Parker going to take a 3. Can't get that one to fall. Elijah Farrington, though, with the quick tip-in putback. Looked a little bit like Christian Parker there on that one.
Learn a little bit from his buddy, huh?
45-40 now. Purple Raiders leading it. Just under 15 minutes left in this one. Evans with it, getting a screen. Evans gets it to the corner. Scouting, looking for a pass. Gets it to Kreger in the corner. Kreger, a 3. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. Scouting, trying to put it back up. Gets that one tipped. And it'll stay with the Cardinals. 14:22 to go here. Jarrett Taylor going to check into the game for Elijah Farrington. Also, Alex Hanna going to check into the game for Scouting. Heckman gets that one to drop. Nice move there by Heckman. Quick first step, getting into the lane, and then getting that right-handed layup. Back down to a 3-point game.
Really letting them play. Only one foul called in this entire second half. Gotta love this.
Steele. Gets it over to Moore. Back up top. Steele going to take a 3 and knocks that one down. Marcus Steele staying hot.
That'll take the air out of their tires a little bit here. The Otterbein comeback is now pushed to a halt.
Back up to a 6-point Purple Raider lead. Marcus Steele, he's got 6 points now in this game. 2 of 3 from deep. Also got 6 assists. 3 taken there by Hanna, and he knocks that one down. Alex Hanna.
Hey, he's 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, and very vicious release.
Great shooter.
Get that shot up really fast.
Marcus Steele. Otterbein again in a zone here. Gets Jarrett Taylor at the free throw line. Into the corner, Kevin Moore wide open for 3. And that one won't go. Rolling around the rim, then falling out. Unlucky there. Otterbein could tie it here with a 3. 13 minutes to go. Hanna. Over to Heckman. Now Garrido with it in the post. Kicks it out. A wide open Heckman in the corner for 3 and knocks that one down. ties this game up at 48. Both these teams have had double-digit leads, and both of them have been erased.
I just absolutely can't allow a wide-open corner three like that. And that's just mental errors there on the defensive side of things for Mount Union.
So 12:30 to go now, and we've got a brand new game. Tied at 48 here. Christian Parker tried that quick pass inside for Taylor. Taylor wasn't ready for it. Now it's Otterbein. Heckman into the corner. Hannah for three again. Gets blocked by Jarrett Taylor. Those long arms, and they're going to call a jump ball there. Ball going to stay with Otterbein.
Oh, that's a pretty quick jump ball call. I barely even had that thing tied up for a second.
Yeah,
that was
tough call to make there.
Really tough jump ball call to make.
I don't know. It's going to be Otterbein basketball, though, underneath the basket. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 12:13 to go here. Jamar Talbert kicking that one out of bounds. Otterbein going to have to inbound it again. Inbounded to Hannah. Hannah defended by Collier, who's just checked into the game. Evans now with it. Evans driving to the baseline. Kicks it back out. Hannah again for three. That one off the back of the rim won't go. Marcus Steele getting a screen. Steele over to
short
Talbert.
Corner. Oh, short corner has been wide open.
Taylor inside, has to kick it back out to Talbert for three. Knocks that one down.
He's having a big game.
Great shot from Jamar Talbert. Going to be a foul after the shot on Christian Parker. Must have been a push-off. It's going to be his first of the game.
Which, surprisingly, is his first of the game. He's normally got a target on his back in some of these games in terms of foul calls. So they've been letting him play tonight, and I really do appreciate that.
Parker's been doing a really good job defensively of defending without fouling so far. That was his first foul, but Garrido is not an easy guy to guard, and he's been doing a really nice job on him. Jones spinning back, taking that pull up, won't go, and going to be Purple Raider basketball.
Christian Parker fighting for it, and he gets the foul call right back. And like you said, he is no easy matchup down there, and it's been physical all game long on the rebounds, and so that tends to be what happens in the second half. As you get more tired, things tend to go downhill in terms of you grabbing a little bit more and lack of your energy.
Yeah, and that was the second foul on Garrido of the game. First on Otterbein of the half. Mount Union has 2 fouls this half. Kaysenheiser into the corner for Collier. Collier fakes a three, takes a few steps in, can't get that long 2 to go. Rebounded by Jones. Heckman. Heckman driving, spinning, baseline. Passes it. Krager inside, going up, can't get the 2 to go. Otterbein wanted a foul call there. Nice pass from Collier inside, and Christian Parker gets the 2. He's up to 11 points now. 5-point Purple Raider lead.
Kaysenheiser letting him know, I didn't follow you. Love it. A lot of fight going on in this one with 10:30 to play.
Jones with the ball for Otterbein. Passes to Garrido. Back with Jones. In the corner, Heckman for 3. Knocks that one down. Brings it back to a 2-point game. Heckman's second made 3 of the game. He's up to 10 points now.
And they're not going away. Otterbein is here to stay.
2-point game. Taylor trying to work it around. Gets it back out to Talbert. Into the corner. Collier for 3. Knocks that one down. Purple Raiders staying on fire from deep. 11 of 20 from beyond the arc.
Just shooting it from deep so well.
56-51 now. Purple Raiders leading it. 9:40 to go. Jones hands it off to Heckman. Heckman. Now back up top with Jones at the logo. Jones loses the ball for a second, gets it back, has to make a tough pass out to Heckman, and Heckman can't keep it in. Going to be Purple Raider basketball.
This is one of those big possessions. You don't talk about it enough, but you don't realize how big of a possession at 9:27 left in this game, how big a quick 2 or a big 3 could go here. You take the air out of their tires and they have to come down and have to execute a bucket. And if they don't, it's kind of the same thing coming back. So really big bucket here for Mount Union. Keep this lead up as this Otterbein team is shooting the 3-ball really well.
Kasenheiser brings it past half. Now it's with Talbert. Otterbein in man here defensively. Nice pass inside from Kasenheiser to Parker, and Parker, a rare miss from him there inside. Now it's Evans with the ball for Otterbein. Scouting. Gets it inside. Evans cut. Evans bounce pass over to Jones inside. Jones can't get that one to fall. Nice rebound by Christian Parker, who tipped it back to himself. Parker into the corner. Talbert. Talbert back up top for Taylor. Purple Raiders, this ball movement so far today has been exceptional. They've been pretty much knowing exactly where they want to go with the ball. Parker gets the ball inside. He's fouled before he gets the ball. It's going to be a foul on the floor.
This defense is super reactive to pump fakes right now. I mean, if you would have pump faked that to Christian Parker, he would have seen how open the corner opened up on the backside, and just super well passing the ball for Mount Union.
Kasenheiser passes it into Collier. Parker gets it in the post, and he is that a foul, or did they just call out of bounds on Otterbein?
See, here it's one of those things where it was a foul, but they didn't want to call a foul, so they just gave it back to the team. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. It really does.
Kasenheiser looking to inbound it, gets it to Collier. Collier baseline jumper, knocks it down. Smooth shot from Dante Collier. He's got 8. Jones bringing it up past half for the Cardinals. 8:15 to go. Scouting in the post. Parker trying to defend him. Scouting, trying to back him down. Gets it tipped. Scouting able to bring it back in. Bounce pass to Jones. Jones is fouled as he goes up with it. Going to be 2 free throws for him there. Almost had the and 1.
Yeah, really nice feed down low. Way to get up. Force Mount Union to foul there. And he'll go to the line for the charity stripe. Down 7. 58-51, 8:05 to play. Really big momentum bucket for Mount Union last time. They're going to look to go down after this and score again.
Jones knocks down the first free throw, makes it a 6-point Purple Raider lead. .805 to go. Second free throw from Jones. Knocks that one down as well. So Otterbein now down just 5 to the Purple Raiders. Jones has 9 points now in this one. Collier going to rise up, take another 3, wide open there. That one off the back of the rim. And going to be a foul on the loose ball. Ball's going to be staying with the Purple Raiders. Foul was called on Scoutin, his first of the game. Third by Otterbein, both teams with 3 team fouls in the second half so far.
You can see the frustration starting to set of what's been a really well-called game by the referees so far. Just letting them play, and they knew it was going to be physical.
Kasenheiser inbounds it to Parker. Collier finds Taylor inside. Taylor trying to work on Jones. Taylor gets blocked there by Jones. Heckman with the rebound. Bringing it up for Otterbein. Gets a screen. Scouting at the elbow. Gets it in. Garrido can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Collier. Kasenheiser bringing it up. Gets it to Parker. Parker could have had Kasenheiser there maybe on the cut, but Parker going to take it himself and can't get that one to drop. Jones bringing it up for Otterbein. Gets it to Evans. Evans at the block. Trying to back down Kasenheiser. Going up and getting 2 points. Tough move there from Evans. Great job of positioning himself there. And we're going to have a timeout with a 58-55 Purple Raider lead here with 7:10 to go.
And Mount Union still winning the turnover battle, but not winning the points off turnover battle. They forced 7 turnovers and only have 3 points to show for it, and that is not usual of your Mount Union basketball team. They're normally very efficient at making you pay for your mistakes and hasn't really been the case here, and that's why this game is still very much in reach. 3-point game, 58-55, 2:10 to play here in the second half. And we've seen some really great games from Kasenheiser and Parker so far. Kevin Moore also having a pretty good game. Purple Raiders all around, like you said earlier in the broadcast, Will. I don't think it can be one guy, or that's kind of was our issue against JCU, is we needed one more guy in the lineup besides Christian Parker to kind of step up their points per game here, and it's looking good so far. Just got to be stronger on the defensive end here against Otterbein. Mount Union 11 of 21 from the 3-point line. Otterbein 7 of 15. So both teams shooting the 3-ball exceptionally well in this one. 47% for Otterbein, 52% for your Mount Union Purple Raiders. Not a lot of free throws up in this one. 4 of 6 for Otterbein, 3 of 3 for Mount Union. So, like I said, been a really clean game so far. And we're in for a good one for the last 7 minutes of this contest, that's for sure.
Yeah, Otterbein a really tough team. Mount Union doing a good job of containing their guards, Evans and Heckman, but they're starting to kind of get going. Heckman now up to 10 points. Evans still only with 5. But just another great OAC matchup. Seems like every game recently has been a tough one for these Purple Raiders. The OAC is just such a tough conference.
Absolutely.
Kasenheiser bringing it up past half. Passes it off to Talbert. Up top, Farrington. Takes a step in, now passes it over to Kasenheiser. That ball stolen away by Otterbein. Evans, I think he got caught there between a pass and a shot.
Yeah. I don't know if he stole an alley-oop there or what.
Yeah, I think he just got caught. Didn't know what to do, but Purple Raider basketball now, 6:40 to go. Kasenheiser over to Talbert. Now with Farrington again. This Otterbein team in a bit of a zone. That time stolen again by the Cardinals. Jones over to Evans. Back with Jones. He's defended by Talbert. Gives it to Evans. Evans just outside the block. Spinning. Going up. Can't get that one to fall. Offensive rebound. Going back up, and he's fouled that time.
I don't understand that. I mean, he's straight underneath the rim with nowhere to go. It's such a bailout foul call after you've been calling it so physical all game and just haven't been giving it up. That's a tough one to see. Christian Parker gets his second there, and he'll hit the first one.
Evans knocks that one down. Makes it a 2-point game. 6:07 to go now. Mount Union has not scored in the last 2.5 minutes. Evans, now his second free throw. Sorry, not Evans. Yeah, it is Evans. Knocks that one down. He's up to 7 now, and we've got a 1-point game here with 6 minutes to go. Marcus Steele bringing it up. Steele over to Kasenheiser. Kasenheiser for 3. A deep 3 knocks that one down. High arcing.
Yeah, that thing traveled for a long time.
4-point Purple Raider lead now. Purple Raiders shooting 12 of 22 for 3, 55%. Foul there after the loose ball. Going to be the 4th on Otterbein. And that's going to be Purple Raider basketball. Farrington going to inbound this one. Marcus Steele going to bring it up court. 5:30 to go now. 4-point Purple Raider lead, 61-57. Otterbein trying to stay in it. Kasenheiser over to Steele. Otterbein in his zone yet again. Christian Parker can't get that one to fall. Little fadeaway jumper. Evans. has a little bit of mismatch here. Scouting. Passes it over to Garrido. Garrido can't get that mid-range jumper to fall.
I can't believe that he took that with Kaysenheiser on one of their bigs.
Yeah. Had a clear mismatch there. Steal. Over to Kevin Moore. Purple Raiders taking their time here on this possession. 11 on the shot clock. Farrington back out to Steele. Steele going to take a deep three. That one won't go. Rebounded by Jones. Evans now. Losing the ball, bringing it back in. He's defended by Kaysenheiser. Kaysenheiser staying tight with him. Evans.
Great defense.
Wow. Great defense by Kaysenheiser on a guy, Cam Evans, who is one of the best scorers in the OAC. Jones with a reverse and one layup. Wow. Great footwork from him there. Able to extend his arm all the way out to get that reverse layup. Make this a 2-point game, potentially 1-point game with this free throw.
Yeah, I can't believe he got that to go, but I will say I thought Kevin Moore played phenomenal defense and just didn't give him an inch. And after the way that the first half and the whole start of this game, the whole start of the second half went, I mean, that is not a call that's been called all game long, and they've been rewarding great defense all night, and just some unfortunate calls here in the last few minutes here on both sides. So I know the game's probably getting a little bit more physical as time's winding down and this game's getting closer. We've seen Mount Union go down 10, come back. We've seen Otterbein go down 12, come back. And now we're staring down the barrel of a 2-point game with Otterbein at the free throw for one to make this a 1-point game before 11 left in this second half. It's been a great game all around. Everybody on Mount Union scoring, everybody on Otterbein scoring. Both these teams shooting in the high 40s, and both of these teams shooting the 3-ball with great efficiency. Mount Union 12 of 23, Otterbein 7 of 15. It's going to be a battle all the way down to the end, and you know there's still 4:11 left. A lot can happen in those 4 minutes 11 seconds. So bench points been big for both teams. However, Otterbein outscoring Mount Union in the paint 30-20, which I would say is surprising, but Mount Union has taken 23 threes in this contest. So not a lot of inside presence here for Mount Union in total.
4:11 to go in this one. Gonna have a free throw after this timeout that we're about to get out of. Purple Raiders gonna bring into the game Parker, Kevin Moore, Kaysenheiser, Marcus Steele, and Elijah Farrington. For Otterbein, they'll have Hannah along with Evans, Garrido, Jones, who's at the line, and Heckman. Let's see if Jones can knock this free throw down, make this a 1-point game. And he does. 61-60, Purple Raiders, 4:11 to go. Farrington inbounds it to Steele. Steele is picked up by Heckman before he even reaches midcourt. Steele getting a screen from Parker. Kaysenheiser, Parker, backing him down, spinning, can't get that one to fall. Farrington getting the offensive board, putting it back up, and he's fouled. Going to be 2 free throws for Elijah Farrington. Farrington has taken the only free throws in this game for the Purple Raiders. Mountain has only taken 3 free throws. Farrington has knocked down all 3 of the free throws that he's taken. We'll see if he can knock down these 2, but
strong offensive rebound, but thought he got lucky there with the call. The defender was all over the basketball when he went back up for that one. So looking here to capitalize. Elijah Farrington been great so far on the boards tonight. 7 rebounds.
4 of them offensive. Farrington misses the first free throw, makes the second. Heckman bringing it past half for the Cardinals. Passes it off to Evans. Evans defended by Kevin Moore. Now it's Garrido in the post. Back out to Heckman. Back inside now to Garrido. Trying to back down Parker, putting that one up. Great defense from Christian Parker, not giving him an inch. Purple Raider ball now, still up 2. Steele. Parker in the post, trying to work on Garrido. Gets fouled, can't knock down the layup, but he will have 2 free throws here. Make this a potentially 2-possession game if he knocks down both these free throws.
That was good from the free throw line the other night.
Yep.
Looking to repeat that here, especially in the big time. Has a chance to make this a 2-possession game with 3 minutes left. So big time free throws coming up here for Parker.
Parker's first free throw, good. I don't remember what he finished with in that game against John Carroll, but I know he was at one point 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Knocks down his first free throw. Now the second. That one can't drop. 63-60, Purple Raiders. 3 minutes to go now. Heckman waiting for the play to develop for the Cardinals. Now passes it off to Evans. Evans cuts, goes up. Great defense from Farrington. Arm straight up, loose ball here. Gonna be brought in by Farrington. And they're gonna call a jump ball there. That, I don't really understand that. A jump ball wasn't called on the previous one, and then a jump ball
A jump ball is when 2 players have the ball at the same time. He was on the floor calling timeout when the whistle blew, and they're calling a jump ball. I'm so confused. And that's going to be Otterbein basketball.
Yep. 2:39 to go. Going to be 20 seconds on the shot clock here. Ball inbounded immediately to Garrido, who puts in the 2. 63-62. Got a 1-point game now. 2:30 to go.
That's the biggest call in the game right there.
Marcus Steele. Otterbein again in the zone. Over to Farrington. Farrington driving, going up. Can't get that one to drop. Rebounded by Heckman. Otterbein could take the lead here with a bucket. 2:10 to go. Heckman with it. And a timeout going to be called by the Cardinals. A 1-point Purple Raider lead here with 2:04 to go. It is Otterbein possession. They got 19 on the shot clock. Man, we're in for hopefully a good final 2 minutes here. Mount Union with the 1-point lead.
Yeah, Mount Union certainly had their opportunities to put this one away at the last few possessions. Just haven't got their free throws to drop on all of them, and just haven't kind of missed some gimmies. Christian Parker missed the front end of that and one before he went to the line, and then Elijah Farrington, same thing, just got to the glass, got up there, and the ball rolls up the front of the rim, and now you give Otterbein a chance on the back end. Now, I will say, should have had the ball, and Otterbein should have never had a possession on the baseline to get an easy bucket to make this a 1-point game in the first place. Still have no idea what that was, and I think the refs are talking about it right now, like, I don't know, I really don't, and I thought they've done a great job all game. I just think that was a mistake there, but we move on, and I digress. 43 of 53 Mount Union shooting right now, 43%, 24 of 51, 47% for Otterbein, 2:04 to play here.
Otterbein with no more fouls to give. They have committed 6 fouls in this half, so the next one will put the Purple Raiders at the line for 1-on-1. Mount Union still has 1 more foul to give. They've committed 5 so far in this second half. Nobody really in foul trouble for the Purple Raiders. You've got a few players with 2, but nobody with 3 or 4 for Otterbein. You got Krager and Garrido, who each have 3 fouls. Nobody with 4 on their team, so going to be a fun last couple of minutes here.
Mount Union, one of their last 8, haven't scored in almost 4 minutes, and that's kind of been the tell of the tape here, and it's what happened against John Carroll. See if they can turn it around here for the last 2 minutes.
Heckman, pass it over to Jones. Now it's with Evans. Evans, 3 from Scouting, that is no good. Offensive rebound, but now Purple Raider basketball.
Yeah, gonna need the whole 30 seconds on this, because if you get a bucket here, especially a 3, it's a 2-possession game with not a lot of time left. Should be going for a bucket here from Christian Parker, though.
Marcus Steele over to Farrington. Going to be a timeout called by Coach Feuline and these Purple Raiders.
So you remember that short corner debacle I was telling you about? We still haven't hit it all game. I still have yet to see a pump fake to the top of the key, get the bottom guy rotating, and fire one down there. Did you see Kasenheiser jumping up and down right before the timeout was called? That's what's been open all game long. And I'm telling you, at the biggest stage, at the biggest moment in this game, when you need a bucket, I promise you, they're drawing it right now. Mike Feline is circling Marcus Steele going, when you go like this, pump fake it back, fire it down. I promise you, he's going to get a layup, a foul, something. It just, here's the thing. I don't think you can run it with Christian Parker, and here's why. He causes too much attention. You have your eyes on him at all times, all the time. It needs to be run with a Kasenheiser, a Marcus Steele. Somebody you're not like fully expecting, oh, he's definitely going to the rim right now. And I think that's what's getting drawn up here.
You could even have Parker as the guy who gets the ball pump fake to him, because
that would
definitely draws the most attention out of anybody on this Purple Raider team.
And I'll tell you what, he'd probably throw the hardest pass too.
Yeah.
Because you have to fire it in there. That window is small, but it is wide open.
Quick inbound here. Kevin Moore going to take a three and knocks it down.
I don't think that was in the game plan at all, but
we'll take that. What a shot from Kevin Moore.
Just a mental lapse from Otterbein too on that one. It's the last dude you leave open.
4-point Purple Raider lead now. Minute 15 to go. Jones driving. Can't get that one to fall, but it's going to be a foul called there on the shot. Going to be 2 free throws for Jones.
Yeah, tough. Let him get downhill, and he's going to go to the line for 2. And can't be giving it up at the charity stripe. This is their 3rd trip in a row to the charity stripe. Got to be better.
Jones knocks down the first free throw, makes it a 3-point game. Minute 11 to go. Now both teams with another foul committed will be in the bonus. Both teams with 6 fouls committed so far in this second half. And Jones knocks them both down. 2-point game.
All right, here's where that play might come in now. Now a 2-point play here after using all 30 seconds. Pretty much puts a dagger in this.
Again, Otterbein coming out in the zone. Steele driving, kicks it back out to Kasenheiser. 10 on the shot clock. He is fouled. I'm on a kick ball. So Purple Raiders going to inbound it again. Shot clock back up to 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's a huge kick ball violation for Mount Union.
Mount Union now.
You ready for that short
45
corner?
seconds left. Up 2. Kasenheiser back to Steele. To Parker. Parker spinning. Fade away. Can't get that one to drop. Offensive rebound. Farrington going back up and getting the reverse 2. 4-point Purple Raider lead. Otterbein needs a bucket here. Heckman driving. And a foul going to be called there on Kasenheiser. That's going to be 1-1 for Heckman. Reach-in foul there on Kasenheiser.
They'll go to the line there. And, you got to keep your hands up for that. Make them execute a shot. You can't keep. This is the 4th possession in a row they've been to the charity stripe. You have to make them hit a shot. You can't just keep letting them get easy ones to the line. Give them credit. And some of these have been just tough plays for them, but now Mount Union's got to go get fouled or have another strong possession in which they're not the strongest free throw shooting team, and this is their area of which they need to improve. So
Heckman knocks down both the free throws. We got a 2-point game here.
You can
26.2 to go.
The whole shot clock up to.
Well, shot clock is turned off now.
Right. That's what I meant. It's now there is nothing that's stopping them from fouling. So this is what's scary though. With 26 seconds left, this is not going to be catch the ball and you're going to get fouled. Otterbein is going to do everything in their power to try to get a steal. And I promise you, I'm not saying this because it's the game. I'm saying this because I've seen this 1,000 times before. If you're Mount Union, you're going to get fouled. And what I mean is they're not going to call it. You're going to get ripped through. You're going to get bodied. You have to play through for these 26 seconds because right now the referees know Otterbein's doing everything they can to go for a steal. They're going to allow some contact, some physicality. Now they have it on the back end of Mount Union, but they're going to on the back end for Otterbein. This is just how games work. So really strong, really strong decisions with the ball, strong movement with the ball, catch the ball, meet it, just do everything fundamentally correct. Make them send you to the charity stripe. The last thing you can do is an ill-advised turnover and give them something on the fast break. 26.2 seconds is a lot of time. They can allow you to hold that ball for 16 seconds and still foul you and go down and drill a three. There's plenty of time left. The foul's not going to come right away. Strength of the basketball, strong fundamentals. Really, really critical here. This is the last time for a turnover. You cannot turn the ball over.
26.2 seconds to go in this game. It's a 2-point Purple Raider lead. Kaisenheiser going to be the inbounder. He's got Marcus Steele, Kevin Moore, Dante Collier, and Christian Parker to inbound it too. Kaisenheiser gets it into Collier right away. Collier, we're getting trapped in the corner. Passes over to Kaisenheiser. Kaisenheiser back over to Collier. Collier. Timeout called by the Purple Raiders. Very smart timeout called there by Coach Feuline. Otterbein wanted a travel called there. Thought Collier shuffled his feet, but he put the ball on the floor.
Yep, it's a momentum catch. Can't call a travel on a momentum catch.
Put the ball on the floor as well.
Rule is 2.5 steps. You have to be able to have that step to catch it, and then the 1-2 after that, especially surrounded by two guys. You can't be begging for that call. It's horrible. Anyway, Mount Union, big time way to get it over the timeline.
And they still can take a couple more seconds off here. Not a foul. They're going to have to inbound the ball again, so they have the ability to take a couple more seconds off here.
I'm going to guess the foul's going to come right away with 17 seconds left.
Yeah, especially since they're past midcourt as well.
Yeah, and you know, if you're a statistics guy too, Mount Union is not a strong free throw percentage shooting team. They really are not, and this isn't throwing shade or shots at anybody. They just tend to, they go 1 for 2 a lot from the free throw line, and that's exactly what Otterbein needs here. So I would not be surprised for a quick foul, try to get him to miss one, go down and tie it with a 3 ball. So if you're Mount Union, you're getting the ball into Kaisenheiser or Kevin Moore's hands here. You're stronger free throw shooters.
Steele, and that's to Kaisenheiser. Kaisenheiser in the backcourt here. Getting the time off the clock, now brings it up past half. Still has not been fouled. Still, the Purple Raiders have not been fouled, and finally they are with 7.7 to go. Kaisenheiser playing tag with the Otterbein team, and they can't catch him.
Well, they had him, too, in the backcourt, and they went for the trap to try to get the ball instead of the foul, and not going for the foul just cost them probably 8 seconds off the clock. And this is one of those things where you have to show that you're tournament ready here. This is where you go knock down 2 free throws and secure yourself a win. You're up 2, chance to go up 4 with 7 seconds left and basically strip this game away from Otterbein. Have to hit both here on the front end of a 1-and-1. Here's Marcus Steele.
Knocks down the first 3-point game. Marcus Steele now with 7 points in this one. Could make this a 4-point game with another. Going to be a timeout called by Otterbein. Marcus Steele, a 72% free throw shooter on the year, knocking that one down in the clutch. Still got one more to go, but that is a huge first free throw to make this a 3-point game.
They're going to ice him here with the timeout. Make him think about this free throw a little bit, and on top of that, kind of talk to his guys, dial in, what's the game plan if he misses, what's the game plan if he makes it. Obviously, you miss, you got to go down. You got 7 seconds. I believe Otterbein just used their last timeout.
Yep, last timeout, no timeouts remaining.
If a miss happens from Marcus Steele, 7 seconds is a lot of time.
Play some defense.
Now, Mount Union clearly going to go make this free throw. There are some, if there was a, actually, I don't think there's any which case you'd ever miss this on purpose other than So, for Mount Union, you're gonna look to hit this free throw, but in the small case that you miss it and you go into scramble drill, the biggest thing to not do on the back end, because they're gonna get a desperation 3 up. It's not gonna be a good look. It's gonna be moving. It's gonna be contested. What you can't do is foul.
Yep.
Stay on your feet. Push your hand up. If he hits it, tip your cap to him. You're going to overtime. But let's avoid all that by hitting a free throw here. But do have to prepare for the inevitable of what could happen.
Marcus Steele, one of the best free throw shooters on this Purple Raider team, going to be at the line here for the Purple Raiders. 7.7 to go. Purple Raiders up 69-66. Now Otterbein finally getting out of their timeout.
Trying to make Steele think about this free throw as long as he possibly can.
The mental side of this game. Now, ball in Marcus Steele's hands. Looking to knock this one down. And he misses it off the back of the rim. Cam Evans bringing it past half. Gets it tipped away by Christian Parker. Loose ball. Marcus Steele. They come up with the ball in his hands and a Purple Raider win. Wow. Bit of an anticlimactic into that one. Otterbein unable to even get a shot up, but a 69-66 Purple Raider win. A huge win, one that the Purple Raiders really, really needed here after losing their last two, and
desperately needed.
Get right. Gonna have two big games coming up, Heidelberg and Muskingum next week. Let's go Raiders, man. BK, what did you think of that one?
I love the resilience of this team. Obviously, get the win, and that's all that matters. I'd like to see us win in a little bit more keen fashion. I think that Mount Union played a really good game. Just needs to clean up some things on the back end, and they'll be doing just fine coming up here for the NCAA tournament. But big thing to work on, I think a highlight is, got to be better from the free throw line. But all in all, overall, showed a lot of resilience. Really proud of this team, and they are surely NCAA ready.
You had 4 Purple Raider starters in double figures today. Kazenizer with 11, Kevin Moore with 12, Elijah Farrington with 12, and Christian Parker also with 12. A really full-on great team performance here. Marcus Steele as well, 7 points, 7 assists. Really great game from him. More of a facilitator than a scorer in this one. But just a really great team performance here today by the Purple Raiders. Shot the ball really well, especially from deep, 54% from beyond the arc. And Mount Union just getting it done. Never an easy game in the OAC. This Otterbein team, certainly not a bad team. They came into this game 5th in the conference. Mount Union getting it done. Going to stay tied with John Carroll for first. Unless John Carroll lost today, I have no idea. But great win for the Purple Raiders here on this Saturday afternoon. Women's team also getting a win earlier today. That was a great win.
Big win for the ladies.
Them getting a win also over Otterbein that keeps their hopes alive for playing in the OAC tournament. So, yeah, BK, any final thoughts on this one?
Just got to finish the year with all wins, and hopefully we get a home game here for the OAC.
Yep. And from 91.1 OAC TV, thank you for tuning in.